Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ryan Fitch with moderndietrevolution.com, and today I'm going to show you how to track your macronutrients and, more importantly, why you should be tracking your macronutrients. Alright guys, so I get this question all the time. What should my macros be? How much protein should I be eating? How much carbohydrate should I be eating? And how much fats I should be eating? So those are your three main macronutrients in case you guys didn't know. So you have your proteins, your carbohydrates, and also your fats as well. So I'm going to break this down for you as simply as possible. So guys, before we start trying to figure out how much macronutrients we should be eating per day, I'm going to break down the three macronutrients a bit further. So what we have here is we have 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrates equals 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. So as you can see, fat is the most dense out of the three macronutrients. Now this is going to be extremely important when we start trying to figure out our totals for our macronutrients. This is also going to be dependent on your starting point and what your goal is. So if you want to lose weight or if you want to build muscle and gain weight, these are all going to be very dependent on that, and also if you know how many calories that you are eating right now to maintain your weight. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you don't know how many calories you're eating right now to maintain your weight. I'm going to assume that we're just starting from a blank slate. Alright guys, so there's more than one way to figure out your macronutrients, but I have found this to be the easiest and the most effective way to do it. What I will go ahead and do, and be honest with yourself, go ahead and rate your metabolism, whether it's slow, moderate, or fast. And what you're going to do, you're going to take your body weight, take your body weight here, you're going to times it by either 10 if it's slow, 15 if it's moderate, or 20 if it is fast. Now, you can go in between these numbers as well, so you can do your body weight times 12 if you wanted to, or 13 if you wanted to. You can even do about 18 or 19 if you want to as well. Now, this isn't a perfect formula, if you will. This is just going to be a general guideline to have a good starting point and a good base. You're always going to have to adjust depending on your activity level, how much actual muscle that you're carrying, and how much fat that you're carrying as well. But this is going to serve as a very, very good starting point. Now, for all of you ladies out there, what I would do, since you aren't carrying as much muscle mass as men are typically, take your body weight and times it by 10 to 15. Stay within those two numbers right there, and you'll have a better guesstimate of your overall calories. I have found it best that if you take your body weight and you times it by 10, that's going to be a very good starting point for you specifically. Alright guys, so hopefully you're still following me. What I would do now is just get out a pen and a paper or get your phone out, because you're going to have to do a little bit of math. Alright guys, so as a general rule of thumb, if your goal is to get lean, typically what you would want to do is a 50% protein, 30% carbohydrates, and 20% fat diet. If your goal is more so balance and maintaining, a 40-40-20 split is going to be your best bet. If you're looking to put on size or gain muscle, I like to do a 40% protein, 50% carbohydrates, and only a 10% fat diet. Now, all of these are just general guidelines, and again, going back to how much muscle you're carrying, how much fat that you're carrying, and also how many calories that you're currently eating can make a pretty big difference. We're finally here at the end, and hopefully you're still with me, but I'm going to break down what I'm doing currently right now. What we have here, I am 190 pounds. I times it by 15. That's going to give me 2,850 calories. Since I am doing a 40% protein, 50% carbs, 10% fats, what you do, you take this 2850 number and you times it by 40% or 0.4 to get your amount of proteins, and that's going to give me 1140 calories. Okay, you do the same thing with carbohydrates and fats. So again, take this number here, you're going to times it by 50% or 0.5 to get your carbohydrates, and you're going to do the same thing with fats. Take the 2850, times it by 10 or 0.1, and that's going to give you these numbers here. Now, going back to what I said earlier in the video, you're going to need to know that proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, the amount of calories per gram. So you have the 449. So you take this number here, 1140, and you divide it by 4. That's going to give you the amount of protein that I should be eating every single day. Same thing with the amount of carbohydrates. You take this the 1425 calories, divided by 4, and that's going to give you 356 grams of carbohydrates per day, and also 31 grams of fat, because we are taking the 285 and we're dividing it by 9 because there's 9 calories and 1 gram of fat. So that's how we get these numbers here. So 285 grams of protein, 356 grams of carbohydrates, and 31 grams of fat, because I am currently trying to put on more muscle and put on more weight. So this is currently what is working for me. Now guys, is this gonna be perfect? No, it's not gonna be perfect. We're just gonna be using this as a starting point or a reference point. What I'm gonna do is test out these macronutrients specifically for myself for about a week or 2 weeks. Then I'm gonna assess to see where the scale is moving, if I'm actually gaining weight or if I'm losing weight. And depending on what I do, I will always adjust the macronutrients from there. Same thing that you should be doing as well. So whatever your numbers came out to today, do that for a week straight. Depending on your goal, if you're looking to gain weight and you didn't gain any weight within that first week, wait a couple more days and see if you actually do gain weight. If you don't gain weight, increase the calories slightly. You can do it in the form of proteins or carbohydrates. Now, if you are trying to get lean, you just do the opposite. Reduce the carbohydrates or reduce the protein a little bit. Fats, depending on how you're feeling and if you really know your body, yes, you can decrease your fats. But the first 2 macronutrients that I would adjust is gonna be your proteins and your carbohydrates. All right guys, so I hope you have found some type of value in this video. And if you have any questions or if you have any topics that you would like me to discuss, go ahead and leave a comment below so I can make a video about it, or I can answer in the comments. And as always guys, if you could share this video so it can help out everyone else out there so they can reach their goals that much quicker, that would be fantastic. And as always guys, I'm Ryan Fitch with moderndietrevolution.com, and I'll talk to you guys later.